Hello students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video on the basis of elements of account standard 11 part 1. The last video I completed the second chapter. Now in this video I will start the third chapter, which is introductions to goods and services taxes or tax, which is called GST. All of you know, before coming this GST, because GST rules, it was started in the 1st July 2017. From 1st July 2017 the GST implemented in India. Before that, India was collected, India or as well as the state, both the government and union or territories also, all this government, they were collecting the tax from different names, from different institutions or the persons. All these taxes are classified into two parts. One is called the direct tax and another is called the indirect tax. You know, the state government is also taking taxes, and as well as the central government also taking taxes from different persons or from institutions or from organizations, and from that amount the government is spending for the development of the state as well as the central. And how they are collecting, what is the name of these taxes before implementation of this GST? There are so many taxes are there. Central government was collecting the central tax, sale tax, central excise duty, central custom duty, services taxes. These are the taxes where central government was collecting before GST implementation, and state government was collecting that one, the state government as well as the union territory, the value added taxes, that is VAT, purchase tax, sale tax, and then entertainment tax, like that. Now all these taxes which was collected by the state government or the union territory or the central government, that was combined name was only one tax is given, that is called GST, goods and services taxes. Now who will collect the goods and services taxes? That also will be collected by the state government as well as the central government or the union territory also. All three are collecting, but previously they were collecting in the different way, different name by the state government as well as the central government. Now all they will collect GST only, but not in different name, only in the name of GST. This chapter is totally based on the theoretical chapter, because practical GST sums it is given in this next chapter, chapter 4. There we will go in details. Just for what is called GST, how it will be applicable, that few sentences you come to know, from that you will understand. One thing it is clear to you that two type of taxes are there. One is called direct taxes, another is called the indirect taxes. All these indirect taxes was collected by the central government as well as the state government in different name, and now they will not collect in different name, they will collect in one name, that is called GST. GST, it is applied from 1st July 2017, and this is all indirect taxes or direct taxes, they are collected from the persons directly. Now these GST are classified into 5 steps. One is called the central goods and service taxes, that is CGST, and the state goods and service taxes, that is SGST, and there is union territories goods and service taxes, that is UTGST, and there is integrated goods and service taxes, IGST Act, and there is goods and service, that is State Compensations Act, the GST Compensation Cess Act. There are 5 type of GSTs, that will keep in mind. Now I want to explain this one for theoretical matter as well as the practical also you will come to know. The tax which is collected by the central government, that is called CGST. The tax, goods and services tax, collected by the state government, that is SGST. goods and services tax is collected by the union territory, which is neither state government nor central government. It is controlled by the central government. Union territory, that is collected, that tax is called UT GST, and the tax which is collected only by the central government, neither state neither central, only central government, that is called integrated goods and service taxes. That is called, some of the transactions you will find out certain percentage state government, certain percentage central government is collecting, and you will find out some of the transactions tax is collecting only the central government, that is called integrated goods and services taxes. And the last one is coming, sometimes some of the state government, when they are getting loss, then central government is helping, like the tax goods and services tax compensation act, that is coming number 5. Now I will explain this. It is given that these 5 acts are shown in for knowledge of the student, not for expected for explanations. Here I have written, that is chapter 3, introductions to goods and services, that is GST, which is, that is one MCQ it may come. GST, it is started from 1st July 2017. 1 2 3 4 5. First is central, C. Next is S, state. UT means union territory. I means integrated, and GST compensations when one government is getting loss, that time it is getting. Meaning, there the total 11 meaning are there. Previously I told you different indirect tax was collected by the central government as well as the state government. Now all this, it is coming in one heading, that is called GST. It is one tax. Previously so many different type of taxes are there. Now it is one tax. Tax collected on supply, when it is goods are supplying, that time it is collecting. GST council, one GST council is there. This GST council is controlling this GST systems or the rules. GST rate for all type of goods or all different, what all GST rates are same and recommended by the GST council. There is a GST council is there, and they are deciding that for what percentage will be collected from against the what type of goods. Import GST, export GST, import export time B GST is collecting. Tax distributions and tax determinations, that is called tax determinations also. And predetermined of tax rate, already it is decided before that, predetermined tax. And 5 taxes are there, that is all are uniformity. Previously all are not, it was uniformity, because central government was collecting this in different way for different rate, and state government was collecting the tax for different goods and different rate. Now you will get all uniformity, one type of tax you are getting. Now what type of tax supply of the goods and services, or both? Now you have to know the idea and how the central government as well as the state government, both they are collecting in the different way. Like this I want to explain it here. There the 3 things are coming, keep it in mind. One is called the state government, and it's called the union territory or central government, or another one is take you union territory. How many you are getting? 1 2 and 3. This is state government, okay. This is central, this is government, and this is union territory, okay. Union territory, TERRITORIES, okay. Now you see, out of these 5 tax, how they will collect, and that you come to know from first steps. Before that you have to know that what is the difference between the intra and inter. These two first let me explain, after that I will explain this one. What is intra, 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 and what is INTER? When transactions of the supply is done by the traders within our state or union. State ka andari, purchaser and seller both are there, that is called intra. And when transactions will supply of the goods or the traders outside the own state, that is called inter. Inter means inter and intra. Inter, I-N-T-R-A, intra means within the state or union territory, and I-N-T-E-R, inter. Inter means outside the state or union territory. That you should know. Now I wrote state government, central government and union territory. Suppose when transaction takes place between the state government, between the state, S-T-A-T-E, between the state or between the union territory. When transaction takes place between the state, that means buyers and sellers both are in the same state. Suppose transaction takes place between the state, between the Rajkot and Ahmedabad. Rajkot and Ahmedabad both are coming under the Gujarat. So transaction takes place within the state. Transaction may takes place within the union territory. Both the buyers as well as the sellers are within the union territory. But if the transaction takes place between the state and union territory, one buyer, it is in the state, and the seller, it is in the union territory, or transaction may takes place between the state to state. Suppose transaction takes place between the Gujarat and West Bengal, Gujarat and Punjab. So transactions are three types you are getting. One, transaction may takes place between the state, both the buyers and sellers within the same state, or transaction may takes place within the union territory, both the buyers and sellers are in the same union territory, or transaction may takes place between the two states, one buyers is in one state and sellers in the another state, or transaction may takes place between the state and union territory, one buyers is in union territory and sellers is in state. Like that, so many different transactions may takes place. Intra means the within the state. एक ही स्टेट का अंदर बायर्स एंड सेलर्स बोथ आर देयर, और एक ही यूनियन टेरिटरी का अंदर बायर्स एंड सेलर्स आर देयर. और इंट्रा मीन्स इट मे बी द टू स्टेट outside the state, or two different state, or two different union territory, or one union territory and one state. That I can say two different state, I can say two different union territory, I can say one state, one UT. Understands? These all are coming inter. Now, how government is taking the tax? If transaction is taking place, in intra, INTRA, intra means within the state और यूटी, विद इन द स्टेट और यूटी के ऊपर आएगा तो दो टाइप ऑफ टैक्स आएगा. वन इज कॉल स्टेट गुड्स एंड सर्विस टैक्स, एंड इज कॉल सेंट्रल गुड्स एंड सर्विस टैक्स. क्लियर जो सपोज स्टेट का अंदर फर्स्ट टू कम स्टेट, विद इन दैट within the state का अंदर आएगा. सपोज ट्रांजैक्शन टेक्स प्लेस बिटवीन द अहमदाबाद एंड राजकोट, तो विद इन द स्टेट हुआ. विद इन द स्टेट होगा तो दो टैक्स आएगा, वन इज सेंट्रल टैक्स एंड अदर इज स्टेट टैक्स. सपोज इफ इट इज 12% टैक्स रेट, तो सेंट्रल विल टेक 6% एंड स्टेट विल टेक 6%. Is it clear you? If once again you pay attention, if transaction takes place within the state, both the buyers and sellers are in the same state, then two GST will come, एक state एक central, half लेगा. Now if within the UT यूनियन टेरिटरी, अब यूनियन टेरिटरी का ऊपर आएगा, दोनों यूनियन टेरिटरी का अंदर बायर्स एंड सेलर्स बोथ आर यूनियन टेरिटरी, तो भी दो टैक्स आएगा. वन इज कॉल्ड सेंट्रल GST एंड इज UT GST. सपोज इफ इट इज 12%, तो 6% लेगा सेंट्रल एंड 6% लेगा स्टेट. दैट इज कॉल्ड इंट्रा. नाउ inter means the two different state. Example, West Bengal and Gujarat. Suppose buyers and sellers, then only integrated goods and services tax will be applicable. IGST will be applicable. Suppose 12%, तो 12% लेगा सेंट्रल. इज इट करेक्ट? जब टू स्टेट हो जाएगा तब पूरा टैक्स सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ले लेगा. जब टू डिफरेंट यूटी आ जाएगा, दोनों डिफरेंट यूटी आ जाएगा, तब भी द इंटीग्रेटेड गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स विल बी एप्लीकेबल. सपोज 12%, तो भी पूरा सेंट्रल लेगा. दैट यू कीप इन माइंड. Practical sums when you will do, that time I will show it here how it will be taking like that way. But these two things you keep in mind. In simple way I want to tell you, transactions may take place within the state. Both the buyers and sellers may be in same state. If both the buyers and sellers are in the same states, then due to this transaction two tax will come. One is central tax and another is state tax. And whatever the rate, that will be 50% central will take, 50% state will take. If transaction takes place within the union territory, मतलब union territory का अंदर buyers and sellers both are there, then also same thing. Whatever the percentage of tax is there, 50% will take central and 50% will take that union state. But if transaction takes place between the two states, then only the tax will be taken not by the state or not by the union territory, but only the central will take. That is called IGST. It may be the two state, it may be the two different union territory, it may be the one state and one UT. One state and one UT होगा तो भी IGST लगेगा. That is 12%, which will take central government fully. Clear to you? Now this GST which I told you, benefit of GST, that the total 11 points is given. One tax, simple tax systems, removal of double taxations, benefit of price reductions, uniform price, reductions of the tax, import tax, useful of economy, balanced regional development, reductions in administrative work, reductions in the government operations. Now this GST are for not same percentage for all product. For different product, different percentage it is given. Minimum is 0. Some of the goods GST is not collected by the government, which is called 0%, and maximum GST will be collected. Still now it is 28%. जैसे IGST if it is 5%, तो central will take, if it is a state government, that will take 50-50. So when central government is taking, that is called IGST, and when state and central will be divided, that is 50-50. 5, 2.5, 2.5, 12, 6, 6, 18, 9, 9, 28, 14, 14, 3, 1.5, 1.5, and 0.25, 0.125, 0.125. मतलब I want to tell you, when only the intra will come, then only central government will take. or it is inter. Inter will, if inter is there, then only central government will take. If intra is there, then state government and central government will be distributed. Terminology, some of the terminology is used that you just go through, and this is the overall idea from this chapter. Nothing more else is there, and we will go through for the next chapter in details the practical sums. Exercise 3, what is given in page number 56, the question number 1 and 2 and 3, that first you read the page number 52, 53 and 54 and 55, 52, 53, 54 and 55 in details. Then these are the questions you write in your fair book. Even though if you have any doubt, you can tell me. Only theoretical part of GST you learn. Practical part of the GST I will teach you when I will teach you the next chapter, that is 4th chapter, journal entries. Even though if you do not understand in any place, you will tell me the answer of exercise 3 question number 1, that is MCQ, it is given in the back. That also you first you try to give the answer. After that, if you do not understand any place, then you will tell me, I will clear your doubt. Question number 2, what is given, that is a 1 or 2 line question answer, which you will get the answer from the page number previous page. Just page number 52, page number 52, 53, 54 and 55, just you go through in details. You will get full idea. On the basis of that, you will understand. These are the terminology of GST. It is applicable. That terminology just you go through. One, supply means purchase and sales. Input central, that is GST, or that is goods and service taxes. That is central goods and service taxes, state goods and service taxes. Like that, the total you will get 11. That is terminology that you will go through. Even though if you do not understand any place, you will tell me. Okay, bye, all the best.